Ladies, let's talk about something no one wants to admit but we've all noticed. Our scent changes as we age. Yes, body odor evolves, and whether you realize it or not, you might smell a little different than you did in your 30s or 40s. But why does this happen? And more importantly, what can we do about it? Stick with me to the end, because I'm breaking down 8 surprising facts about body odor in older women. And trust me, number 7 will completely change the way you think about your personal scent. Your skin chemistry changes over time. Let's start with something most people don't realize. Your skin is like a living, breathing ecosystem, and as you age, that ecosystem shifts. Think about it. When you were younger, you might have had oily skin, maybe even breakouts, especially during your teenage years or early adulthood. That was because your sebaceous glands, the tiny glands in your skin that produce oil, were working overtime. As we age, however, our skin produces less oil. At first, that might sound like a blessing, especially if you struggled with oily skin in your younger years. But here's the thing, less oil also means a change in how your skin interacts with the air around it, the products you use, and even your body's own chemistry. This shift in skin oil production doesn't just affect how our skin feels, it affects how we smell. You see, oil acts as a carrier for scent molecules. When you had more oil, it helped hold on to certain natural scents and even enhance the way perfumes smelled on your skin. Now that your oil production has decreased, you might notice that perfumes and lotions smell slightly different on you, or don't last as long. But it's not just about perfume. The natural bacteria on your skin, which help break down sweat and create body odor, are also affected by this change. With less oil, your skin might not hold on to that musky or earthy scent from your younger years. Instead, many older women develop a scent that's a little softer, sometimes slightly sweet, or even powdery. So, if you've ever noticed that your favorite perfume from your 30s or 40s just doesn't smell quite the same on you anymore, it's not your imagination. It's your skin chemistry evolving with age. 2. Old person smell is real, but it's not what you think. Now let's get real for a second. Have you ever walked into an older person's home and noticed a distinct smell? It's not necessarily bad, but it's definitely recognizable. Some people describe it as stale or musty, while others say it's a bit grassy or even waxy. That smell isn't coming from dust or furniture. It's coming from people. Yes, that's right. Scientists have actually studied this, and they found that as we age, our bodies start to produce a compound called 2-nonenal. 2-nonenal is an odor-producing chemical that starts to appear in noticeable amounts around age 40 and increases as we get older. Unlike regular sweat or body odor, this compound isn't caused by bacteria. It's actually a byproduct of oxidative stress, which happens as our bodies naturally break down fatty acids in the skin. And here's where it gets tricky. Because our skin gets thinner as we age, this compound doesn't get absorbed the same way it used to. Instead, it lingers on the skin and even transfers to clothing, bedding, and furniture. That's why older homes sometimes have a particular scent. It's the accumulation of 2-nonenal over time. Now, before you panic and start scrubbing yourself with every soap imaginable, let me reassure you, this is completely natural and there are ways to manage it. One of the best ways to minimize 2-nonenal is by staying hydrated and eating a diet rich in antioxidants. Green tea, citrus fruits, and leafy greens can actually help reduce oxidative stress, which in turn can lower the production of this odor-causing compound. And if you want an easy trick, make sure you're exfoliating regularly. A gentle scrub, once or twice a week, can help remove dead skin cells where 2-nonenal tends to build up, leaving you feeling fresh and smelling great. 3. Hormonal shifts can change your natural scent, ladies. If you've ever gone through pregnancy, menopause, or even just monthly hormonal fluctuations in your younger years, you know how much hormones affect everything. Mood swings? Check. Hot flashes? Absolutely. But what many women don't realize is that hormones also play a major role in body odor. Estrogen, in particular, has a huge impact on how we smell. When estrogen levels are high, like during pregnancy or in our younger years, it tends to keep body odor mild and in check. But as estrogen levels decline, especially after menopause, our natural scent can change. One of the biggest shifts that happens after menopause is an increase in dryness. Our skin becomes drier, and so do our sweat glands. Now you might think less sweat means less odor, but here's where it gets interesting. Drier skin can actually change the balance of bacteria that live on our skin. And guess what? It's those bacteria that determine how we smell. In younger years, our sweat had more moisture and mixed with bacteria in a way that created a softer, more neutral scent. But post-menopause, with less moisture and a different bacterial balance, some women notice a slightly sharper or even spicier scent to their natural body odor. For some women, this change is barely noticeable. For others, it can be a bit frustrating, especially if the deodorant or body wash they've used for years suddenly isn't working the same way. If that's you, try switching to a pH-balanced body wash designed for mature skin. These products help restore the skin's natural acidity, keeping odor-causing bacteria in check. Another trick? Natural fabrics like cotton or bamboo can help absorb moisture better than synthetic fabrics like polyester, which tend to trap sweat and make odors worse. A simple wardrobe swap can actually make a big difference in how fresh you feel throughout the day. Medications can impact your body odor. Here's something you might not have thought about. Your medications could be affecting how you smell. Think about it. Most medications work by altering some process in your body, whether it's lowering blood pressure, balancing hormones, or managing pain. But as these drugs break down in your system, they can also interact with your body's natural chemistry in unexpected ways, including changing your scent. Some common medications known to affect body odor include blood pressure medications. These can cause excess sweating or a slightly different sweat composition, which can alter body odor. Antidepressants and anxiety medications. Some of these drugs affect neurotransmitters that also influence sweat production, leading to a stronger or different scent. Diabetes medications. In some cases, these can cause a faintly sweet or fruity odor due to changes in blood sugar metabolism. One medication that surprises many people? Painkillers, particularly opioids. Some people report that long-term use of strong painkillers leads to a noticeable change in their natural scent. If you've noticed a shift in your body odor after starting a new medication, don't be afraid to bring it up with your doctor. Sometimes, even small dosage adjustments can reduce unwanted side effects, and if stopping the medication isn't an option, focus on drinking plenty of water and eating hydrating foods like cucumbers, melons, and celery. Staying hydrated helps. Flush excess compounds from your system, reducing any unwanted scent changes. Diet plays a big role in how you smell. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." Well, when it comes to body odor, that couldn't be more true. What you put into your body directly affects how you smell on the outside. Think about how garlic and onions can make your breath smell strong after a meal. That's because these foods contain sulfur compounds that get released through your pores as your body metabolizes them. But those aren't the only foods that affect body odor. There are many more, and some might surprise you. Foods that can make you smell stronger. Red meat. It takes longer to digest, and during this process, certain byproducts can mix with sweat, giving off a heavier scent. Alcohol. When your body breaks down alcohol, some of it escapes through your sweat, which is why some people smell like alcohol after a night of drinking. Spicy foods, hot peppers and strong spices like curry can cause more intense sweating and a lingering scent on the skin. Dairy products. Some people don't digest dairy well, and when the body struggles to break down lactose, it can lead to a slightly sour body odor. But it's not all bad news. Some foods actually help keep you smelling fresh. Foods that can help reduce body odor. Leafy greens, Spinach, kale, and parsley are rich in chlorophyll, which acts as a natural deodorizer. Citrus fruits, oranges, lemons, and grapefruits help flush toxins from the body, leading to a fresher scent. Herbs like mint and basil. These contain natural oils that can slightly improve how your sweat smells. Green tea, packed with antioxidants, green tea helps neutralize odors from the inside out. So, if you've noticed that your natural scent has changed, take a closer look at your diet. Even small tweaks, like swapping out red meat for more fish or adding fresh fruits and greens to your meals, can make a difference in how you smell. Stress can make you smell worse. Have you ever noticed that when you're anxious or under pressure, you smell different? That's because not all sweat is the same. Your body has two types of sweat glands: eccrine glands, which produce watery, odorless sweat to cool you down; apocrine glands, which are located in areas like your armpits and groin and produce a thicker sweat full of proteins and fats. When you're physically active or hot, your eccrine glands do most of the work. But when you're stressed, your apocrine glands take over. And here's the problem. Apocrine sweat isn't just water, it contains fats and proteins that bacteria love to break down. That's what leads to that sharp, unpleasant smell we associate with stress sweat. And guess what? As we get older, stress can hit us harder. Between health concerns, financial worries, or even just feeling overwhelmed by changes in life, stress can become a bigger part of our daily routine. That means more stress sweat, which leads to stronger body odor. So, what can you do? Practice deep breathing exercises. Slowing down your breath can help lower stress hormones and reduce stress sweat. Use an antibacterial body wash. Since stress sweat is caused by bacteria breaking down sweat compounds, killing those bacteria can help. Wear loose, breathable fabrics. Tight clothing can trap stress sweat, making it worse. Go for natural fabrics like cotton or linen. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Managing stress isn't just about smelling better, it's about feeling better too. 7. Your clothes might be holding on to odors. You may not realize it, but sometimes it's not you that smells, it's your clothes. As we age, our sweat composition changes, and if certain fabrics absorb these new oils and sweat compounds, they can trap odors that don't wash out easily. Synthetic fabrics like polyester and nylon are the worst offenders. Unlike natural fabrics, which allow air to flow, synthetic materials trap moisture and bacteria, leading to lingering smells even after washing. And here's something surprising. Fabric, softeners, and some detergents can actually make the problem worse. Many commercial detergents leave behind a residue that builds up over time, holding on to odors instead of getting rid of them. So, how can you make sure your clothes stay fresh? Wash clothes in white vinegar. Adding half a cup of white vinegar to your wash cycle can help break down odor-causing bacteria and remove buildup from detergents. Use baking soda. A little baking soda in your laundry acts as a natural deodorizer, helping to lift trapped odors. Avoid overloading your washer. If you pack too many clothes into one load, they won't get properly cleaned, allowing odors to linger. Sun-dry your clothes when possible. Sunlight is a natural disinfectant and helps kill bacteria that cause odors. If you've noticed that even freshly washed clothes have a faint musty or stale smell, try these tricks. Sometimes, it's not about changing your body's scent. It's about making sure your clothes aren't working against you. 8. Your home environment can impact your natural scent, the final piece of the puzzle, your surroundings. Believe it or not, the air in your home, the furniture you sit on, and even the products you use daily can influence how you smell. For example, have you ever noticed that some older homes have a certain scent? That's because, over time, fabric-covered furniture, carpets, and even wooden surfaces absorb scents from cooking, perfumes, pets, and even body oils. If these scents mix with the natural changes happening in your body, they can create an entirely new smell that becomes associated with you. Even air quality plays a role. If your home is poorly ventilated, airborne particles can settle on your skin and clothes, subtly changing your scent. On the other hand, homes with fresh air circulation tend to have a cleaner, lighter scent. To keep your home environment fresh and prevent unwanted odors from clinging to you, try these simple steps. Open windows regularly. Fresh air helps eliminate stale odors trapped inside. Use baking soda on furniture and carpets. Just like in your laundry, baking soda absorbs odors. Sprinkle some on your couch or carpet. Let it sit for a few hours, then vacuum it up. Wash bedding and upholstery regularly. Sweat and body oils can build up on pillows, blankets, and chairs over time. Invest in an air purifier. These help remove dust, pet dander, and airborne particles that could be affecting how you smell. By making small changes to your living space, you can ensure that your natural scent remains fresh and pleasant. Aging brings many changes, and body odor is just one of them. But here's the good news. Most of these changes are manageable with simple lifestyle adjustments. By taking care of your skin, being mindful of your diet, wearing the right fabrics, and creating a fresh home environment, you can continue to smell just as lovely and confident as ever. So if you've noticed a shift in your scent, don't stress. It's a natural part of life. And now you know exactly what to do to stay smelling fresh, radiant, and feeling your best. Before you go, let me know in the comments. Have you ever noticed a change in your natural scent as you've gotten older? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and sign up for my Savvy Senior newsletter for more tips on aging gracefully.